Welcome to Manifest Mindset by Affirm, Form, Attract. Your place to come to when you need tips and advice when manifesting. We are an affirmation channel and you can find all our affirmation videos on YouTube. Hello and welcome to Manifest Mindset episode 4. This chapter we are going to be talking about self-concept. Self-concept, what is that? I hear some of you ask. What is it? Do I need it? Is it another technique, another little trickery woo to help us in the manifestation game? Well, actually, self-concept basically are just affirmations to big yourself up. You can have a list of affirmations, 1, 2 to 100 if you like, of affirmations that you tell yourself every morning. I'm beautiful, I'm amazing, I'm successful. Every time I walk into a room, everybody notices me. I am full of confidence. The way I talk, everybody listens to me. I command the room with just my presence alone. I'm amazing at what I do. I am beautiful, I'm successful, I'm sexy. This is what self-concept is. Self-concept is just a list of affirmations that you choose and work on areas in yourself that you might need improving. So you might need improving. Now, I'm going to just jump right in and say I was a part of a group, manifestation group, and they were talking about self-concept and people write self-concept. And I thought, I quite like this idea. Let me give it a go. So I just listed what someone's self-concept was, and it was about 30 affirmations, and I will say them religiously every single day, just once every single day, either usually in nighttime before I go to bed, or sometimes in the morning. And some of these affirmations I was a little bit uncomfortable with, like every man desires me, every man wants me, because that's not what I really wanted or care about. Like, I don't care for every man to desire me or want me, but I decided to keep it in anyway. And because I was uncomfortable with that statement is the main reason why I kept it in. I command every room, everybody notices me. Again, I don't really care if everybody notices me. That's not a insecure thing. It's just not a priority of mine. However, I kept that in too. So I couldn't tell you how long this took, but I made it my sole purpose to say these affirmations. And I'm going to tell you something. I noticed a shift in my own self, my own presence. I felt better about myself. Even when things will go wrong, I still have my little tantrums, but it wasn't as bad. It wasn't as much. And the tantrum almost felt like it didn't feel real. Like I was betraying myself by having them. Like, it's almost like I was just spiting myself by having them, because I didn't need to have them because I'm the most brilliant person in the world. Beauty wise, again, I don't care to be the most beautiful person in the world, but I said it anyway. And I noticed that when I've been saying that, every time I walk down the street looking like a tramp, I don't care, I'm gonna say it. I'm not looking great, my clothes are deraveled, I'm looking deraveled, whatever. And I will get compliments from men, or I have men look at me and I'm like, what the heck are these men looking at? My hair is not even nice, I don't have makeup on, this and that, and obviously you don't need to have makeup on for you to look good or to get compliments, I know, but these are kind of like your go-to negative kind of stereotypes that that we've got in our brain. And overall, I just felt good about myself. My life still wasn't necessarily happening the way I would like it, or it's taking its time to, whatever it was, but I felt amazing, really amazing. And then it took me, it's these self-concept affirmations I've been saying. It's like, wow, this stuff is really powerful, because you hear that it works for other people and people say they've done this and this happened, and sometimes you just feel so, don't think it's gonna work on me, especially if some of the statements I don't really care for, I don't believe in. But I'm going to tell you, it really, really does. And I'm going to tell you why it helps as well. It rings true. I stopped saying them by accident, on purpose, I don't know. I don't know about you, but you know when you start to create a habit and you're really good at it for a while, then all of a sudden you stop at the blue and you don't know why. It's one of those things. In a way, I stopped, and and after I stopped, no word of a lie, I felt myself going back to how I used to be. A little bit more miserable, a little bit more up and down, a little bit more just ugh. And I was actually glad that I stopped saying these self concepts, because I had contrast. I could see, feel, notice the difference in my presence, in my own being. I felt different. Like I would get up in the morning and I would feel great, even though nothing great has happened. Like, like I haven't all of a sudden got 1,000 subscribers, or I've got some business sales, or I magically just lost, 10 pounds in weight or something like that. Or I gained like, an extra 600 pounds in my bank account. But my overall presence felt good. So good. And that brought joy to me, because it's just like it kind of was an indicator that if you have any doubt when affirming, that this just was telling me that, girl, this thing is real. I mean, however, this was probably last year this happened, and I'm not gonna lie, I've been doing my self concept on and off, and I want to get back to sticking with it and doing it, because it really helped me. And with that, all I can say is, when your self-confidence is high, you are in a good place. You are more in alignment with yourself. And in the end, when it comes to manifesting, it's going to make manifesting a lot more easier to accomplish, especially on the quickly scale of things. Share with you some examples of I think this is the one. I keep imagining that it was a lot more on a scruffier piece of paper, but I don't know, I got it in my book. I'm going to share with you some of the affirmations that I said. Okay, so my presence is felt in every room I walk in. I am a powerful woman. I embody love and femininity. I have the most alluring presence. Why am I so seductive and enchanting? Only my positive thoughts manifest. Loving myself is good for me. I am creme de la creme. I am top tier and top priority. I have always been rich. I'm a master at manifesting. I'm aware that I am a size 10. I'm aware that I'm always grateful. I'm aware that I'm full of positive energy. Everyone caters to my every need and want. I am the most beautiful woman in the world. Why am I so youthful and timeless? Everything gets handed to me. Now, a lot of these I just took from what other people have written. I thought, I'm going to try this on myself. Like I said, I wasn't comfortable with some of it, because I have no desire to be some of these things. However, because this is what I'm thinking, okay, and this is, again, guys, that's why resistance, if you're not manifesting, resistance is there. I know some things I have zero resistance on, and some things I still got work to do. So anyway, all the stuff that I didn't care about, beauty, command in a room, presence, all that type of thing, seemed to manifest by these guys talking to me, saying hello, even if some of them were just a hello. Like, it felt like it seemed as though they felt like they needed to say hello to me, whether it's hello, how are you, and it's as I'm walking, or hello, beautiful. And it felt much different than when a guy is trying to say, hope that you stop, and then they'll chat you up. It was a different type of energy. And guys, if you are in tune of yourself and in tune of things around you, you notice when things are, what type of energy and where it comes from and what place it comes from. It might take a while to tune to that. I think I've always been like that. So for me, it seems quite easy. But in some, it just felt weird. And the stuff that things like, I'm now a multimillionaire. I always have money in my bank. And to be fair, I have had always money in my bank. Not a lot. There's some times where it did run dry, but then it would be replenished again by a day later, when I get paid or when I get whatever. And I don't actually, to be honest with you, even while I'm talking to you guys now, I didn't actually really think about it like that. In my head will be like, I don't have money, I ran out of money, even though a few hours later I was going to get more money. And now those type of things of me not becoming a millionaire are areas of where I have my greatest resistance. I believe it. I'm going to tell you guys now, I believe in affirmations. I believe in manifesting. I 1 billion% believe it. But I also believe that sometimes you just have some work to do. You just got to clear out your resistance. You've just got to stop focusing on what you don't have. And I've said in my previous podcast, when I don't care about something, like my tablet, when my tablet broke and I manifested that I was going to win one, I didn't care if I won one or not, because I was prepared to buy one or just wait. It wasn't a rush. But sometimes when it comes to money is the one thing that some of us, dare I say, are a bit desperate for, because we want to pay our bills on time. We want to clear out our debts. It isn't necessarily we just want to be rich for the sake of being rich. Sometimes we just want a break. We want a holiday. We just want to have a life where we're just not worrying how we're going to pay our next bill. I haven't really been worrying about that. That's not my case. I'm not saying that's never been my case, but that's not my case. But sometimes not having that excess money, I have to, sometimes you do have to rob Peter to pay Paul. Sometimes you have to delay stuff or put stuff on credit, and you don't really want to put it on credit, and you kind of maneuver. So that's why when I said my self-concept, that some things kind of manifested straight away, immediately, whatever, and others are still yet to manifest, because somewhere along the line, there's resistance. However, going back to just talking about self-concept, I would highly recommend it, especially if you look in the mirror and you don't like yourself. And when you don't like yourself, you are gonna be unhappy. You might pick things like, I don't look pretty, I don't look beautiful, and you might tie that looking gorgeous and beautiful, like as they call it, pretty privilege is the answer. I'm sorry, look at Halle Berry. Didn't this woman get cheated on? Look at all the beautiful women out there that get cheated on by their men or beat up by their men. Their beauty didn't save them. Their beauty didn't give them their Prince Charming. Their beauty didn't make them rich. There are people who, I'll say, quote unquote, are less beautiful, have beautiful marriages, have things work out that way. But in our mind, we always want to tie things up. It just makes it easier to understand why we haven't got certain things. And that's why working on yourself is so important. I'm going to go back and I'm going to rewrite some new self-concepts. And I'm going to be really deep. I'm going to be like, I am the most powerful, sexiest, beautiful, this most confident woman in the world. Everyone wants to be me. That may not necessarily be my deep down truth, but trust me, because I don't care about it, it will probably happen. And I've always noticed that about my life before I knew about law of attraction, assumption, and all the rest of it, is that the things you don't care about come, and the ones that you really deeply do come either takes long to come, if at all. It's another kind of niggling thing about manifestation. But anyway, guys, I'm trying not to keep these podcasts too long. I just want to do kind of like, this is gone past bite size. But I do like the sound of my own voice, and I know a lot of you like the sound of my voice too, and you probably enjoy it. But let me know if you like longer podcasts or shorter ones. But anyway, I'm going to leave on this note. Work on your self-concept. Work on the areas that you like. Smoldering eyes. It could be as, what's that word when things are superficial, as you like. Yeah. That's another thing as well. Sorry, before I sign off. Exaggerated affirmations. This is how I look at it. Because I know I've been in groups, people talking about, they exaggerate everything. It's almost like, and I don't want to affirm this, but it's almost like if it's like, I'm a successful business person, I make money every day. And guess what? You might make money every day, but the money you make every day might be £20 or £30. That doesn't do much. You understand? I make money every day. Everybody can make money every day. Majority of people, make money every day. Not everybody. Yeah, everybody has a potential to make money every day, and some of us just do and some of us don't. But you want to exaggerate. It's like, I make £1,000 a day. Every single day I make £1,000. I make it so easily. It's so easy. It's ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. That's the type of thing you got to do. I mean, it doesn't be 1,000, it could be 1,000,000. When it comes to bigging yourself, I'm beautiful. I'm so beautiful. Every magazine wants to have me on their front cover. That's how beautiful I am. So sexy. Everybody, it's you just exaggerate everything. And the thing is, when you're reading it out, sometimes you feel a bit, oh God, I feel like a fake and a fraud. Persevere. You're gonna do it on your own. Do it in front of a mirror or not. Say it in your head. Say it out loud. I would recommend saying it out loud. Say it out loud, because it's almost like it really affirms it in your being when you say it out loud, and then when you're used to it and everything, you can say it in your head. But yeah, I would recommend saying it out loud, but just exaggerate everything. I am the most successful affirmation channel in the world. I have millions and millions of subscribers. People cannot help but to subscribe to my channel, and that may not be true now, but this is what affirming is. Yeah. And sometimes it's easier to affirm, like I said, when your self-concept is high. I can affirm, but sometimes I just feel a little bit, no, just a bit, whatever. And I'd be like, yes, I'm a multimillionaire, I'm a lottery winner, and I believe it. And at that moment, I feel good and I say it. But can you imagine when your self-concept is high, when you actually feel good about yourself, how much you can manifest, how quickly you can manifest? Yeah. So I'm going to challenge you and I'm going to dare you. I'm going to dare you to write down a self-concept. It doesn't matter, 4 of them. Repeat, 5 of them, 100 of them, 30 of them. And you just say them, maybe not 100, that's going to take you forever. But I would say anything between, you can say anything as little as 4 if you like, but no more than 30. You can do more if you like, but I'm just talking about time wise. And I know there's no such thing as time, concept of time. But like when you get them and when you go to bed, you just got these and you just say them over and over again. Oh yes, I also remember I used to sometimes say that during the day. I'd be at work or whatever, and I just pop into my head, I'm so beautiful, I'm so amazing. I would just say a few of them that I would remember. Yeah, guys. Anyway, I'm going to be daring myself and I'm going to be challenging myself to continue this self-concept, because it worked. It really does work. Why I'm not doing it, I don't know why. I do sometimes. I say it to my son, I'm just like, when I say stuff, I say to him, I'm just so brilliant. I say to my son, I just can't believe how brilliant I am. I'm just it's just like wow. My son just looks at me, he's like, oh God, mum, you're eager. I said, yeah, that's right. That's right. He just shakes his head and laughs at me. You gotta love them teenagers. And also with self-concept, we add this in, don't be afraid to use affirmations. Yeah, affirmation is why am I so beautiful, why am I so rich, why am I so successful, why does things always work out for me? And affirmations is, I'm going to do a next podcast. Actually, this podcast after this, I'm going to do another one on affirmations and what the difference is, but briefly touch it. Affirmations is like a why thing. We do all the time, oh my God, why does my life suck, why do things never work? We say them all the time. Yeah. But in a negative state. And some people work out, well, why don't we just reverse it? Why am I so beautiful? Why am I so rich, man? But when you say it, you got to say it and mean it. And you got to say it as though it's already here. You're already true. You're already rich. You already got the job. You already got the raise. You already got the subscribers. You already got whatever you want to affirm. Do you understand? Don't just say it. Don't mumble the words. You don't lip sync the words. We're not here to lip sync words in a firm form of tracks. We're here to say them with conviction. Why am I successful? Why is this podcast so successful? I can't believe I've only just uploaded 4 podcasts already and I've got so many people listening to it. I've got so many people downloading it. Why is that? Why am I so successful? Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. I'm so successful. Like that type of energy, and believe it. Yeah, we've all dreamed and we've all fantasized about something in our life, one way or the other, and we believed it true. When you listen to the boy groups in the 90s, those of you who are born much later on in life, much earlier in life, and you pick your favorite one, and just imagine you and them are together walking hand in hand in the park, with the posters on your wall, and you're just admiring and you let go, and you just, there was no resistance there. Regardless of whether or not it was going to happen, the fantasy was real to you. That's what affirmations like, baby. That is what affirmations are like, making believe that is real. Anyway, I'm going to sign off. Beautiful, beautiful people. Know that you are beautiful. Know that you are loved and you are blessed. Know that you have a purpose and that your purpose will come to you. If you haven't found it yet, don't worry. Just be confident that your purpose is here to stay. So have an amazing, amazing week, and I will catch you later.